guys, Nick here, and about Hurricane Harvey. I know there's a lot of videos about Hurricane Harvey. Wow, my pupils are big. I went to the eye doctor, so if they're big, they're big, whatever. I'm a little blinded right now, but it's getting a lot better by the day. It's about 7 o'clock. It's 7 o'clock, yeah, 7:30, 7:45, even a little later or less. I don't know. But about Hurricane Harvey, the storm is moving up. People are evacuating from Florida. It's moving up. It's gonna hit Florida. Then the eye is gonna come off of Florida. It's gonna push up the east, and then it's gonna swing to the west 85%. But they said that there's 72 hours left, so that could shift east, or that could shift west. If it shifts west and it goes back down south, then Texas needs to get prepared now. Well, they can't get prepared. They just need to stay in a shelter and wait until the storm's over. But yeah, so if it shifts east when it goes up and it's going west, if it shifts east, that's right on the line, and that can hit us. But whoever lives in I believe South Carolina, Charleston, anywhere in that facility, you need to prepare now, or if you want to evacuate now, because this storm, well, don't evacuate right now. Wait until like 3-4 more days till you get the update. But prepare yourself now, get lots of water, if you could find any, because people stocked up on like 15 gallons of water, 15 cases of it. But get as much water, as much food as you can. Pack it in bags and put it in like closets. Like fill up like closets till they can't even be filled no more, because this storm could knock out power, heavy rain, flooding, and you don't want flooding. But there might be flooding here. Not as bad here, but it's gonna hit us. But so they're saying it's not gonna hit us, but I know we're gonna get something from it, 100%. But while this storm is coming in, it's weakening just a tiny little bit. Just a tiny little bit. But while this storm is coming in, it's also going up the coast, which there's lots of warm water. There's hot water over there, warm water. So that'll make the hurricane strengthen. It'll make the hurricane get gas, and then it'll take off even faster. It's going 15 to 14 miles per hour right now of how it's moving. The winds are about 150 to 165 miles an hour, or even 170. But once it hits Florida and it gets up the coast, it'll go down to 100 to 90. And by the time it gets up and pushes out to the west, it'll not have so much wind speed. There'll be lots of wind, but it'll be like in the 90s or even mid-80s. For instance, like 85 miles an hour winds can rip trees right out of the ground. And if it goes down lower, like right on the Atlantic Ocean, right past Seaside, like a couple miles out, it's very, it's not hot water, but like it's not cold water, so it's like almost like room temperature, but with the chill. So at this time of year, you can swim, but I consider not swimming because right now there's probably bad currents right in this Atlantic Ocean because of this hurricane sucking up so much pressure and forcing the winds to speed up. Now, I love the weather, and I'm not a weather guy, but I kind of am at the same time. So, yeah, my pupils are big, but while this hurricane, they said that there's in Bermuda there's I forget the name, but there's something that goes into a circle by Bermuda, and that'll keep the hurricane, I believe that'll keep the hurricane to stay southwest, but there's an air pressure that if it goes away, the hurricane is going to go up. But if it stays, no, hold up. I think it said if it stays, it's going to suck up the hurricane straight up, or move it to the east of the United States of America. Or if it goes away, the hurricane, that jet stream is gonna just like flush it away. It's gonna just push it down, and it's just gonna let it do what it needs to do. Because once it goes into a tropical storm, there's nothing bad you need to worry about. The only bad thing you need to worry about is floods, some damage, and just the wind speed, the gusts. Because the gusts really make the trees and roofs and patio furniture fly off. Some people actually, I'm kind of like surprised that they did it, and it's a good idea. People that are like in Florida or somewhere else in the islands, and if they have a pool, they'll actually take their furniture outside and they'll throw it into the pool and let it sink, because if it's in the pool, it's not going nowhere. But yeah, so imagine this is us right here on a corner of a half of a U. Looks like a U if I do it like this, but this is like sort of like a U. So right here would be us, and the hurricane is just like maybe 100 to 200 miles away from the Florida shore. So once it moves up, it's gonna go over, smash into Florida, and then get off of Florida just a bit for the eye to come off. Then it's gonna push up and go this way. But if it goes that way, it could there's 72 hours left, so it can either go this way, which is right here where us is, or it can keep going that way, where other places are. So yeah, whoever lives in Florida, evacuate right now, because that's the worst place you want to get hit with a hurricane. It's very hot there, very humid there. You get lots of bad storms, and this one's gonna be worse. This one's gonna be the worst storm you ever got in 2017. Because Hurricane Harvey, well, yeah, it was bad, but Hurricane Irma, this is gonna be like the mother smacking Hurricane Harvey away. So, if you don't know what I mean by smacking Harvey away, I mean Hurricane Irma is a bully to Hurricane Harvey. So Hurricane Harvey ran up the United States, went into a tropical storm, and then just went into another miniature storm, and then just broke apart. We got lots of rain from it. Around like 2-3 days we had rain, but we didn't get the actual storm. But if Hurricane Irma hits, everybody needs to prepare. Okay, the sign just went off, but don't worry, that's just a fire. We don't get no tsunamis here. And we don't get no tornadoes here. And if we ever did, maybe 5 miles away, that would be very weird. Because we never get anything here. Maybe like if a tornado was a couple miles away, like maybe 15 to 30 miles away, but ain't gonna do nothing. But that's gonna wrap it up on this video. Make sure you like, subscribe, and favorite, and that'll be it.